Welcome to the Infernal Brotherhood of the scruffy-looking Nerf herders. Today I'm reading Star Wars Tales of the Jedi number 3, the Saga of Nomi, Sunrider, Part 1. I'd like to take a moment and invite you to subscribe to this channel and ring that damn bell. The Jedi Knight, Ander Sunrider, prepares to begin a long journey with his family to the galactic frontier. His purpose is to visit the legendary Master Thawne, Jedi Watchman of the Stennis system.
Master Ander, I was right about the hyperdrive. It was a burnt-out ion exciter.
Thanks, 3D.
There's a spare in the tool crib. When you're finished, you can help me load the supplies. I just knew that magnetic storm we jumped through would damage the exciter. Master Ander takes far too many chances.
My teacher gave me these, Nomi. Adagan crystals. Makes some of the best lightsabers. He said Master Thawne would be very grateful to receive them.
And I can feel the crystal's power, Ander. So can little Vima. They will make a wonderful gift for your new teacher.
The Force is strong in you, Nomi. You could be a Jedi.
You know I'm too timid to be a Jedi, but our daughter will be a great Jedi someday, with Master Thawne and you teaching her.
No question about it. After Master Thawne instructs me in the higher levels of the Jedi way, I look forward to teaching my daughter. But mark my words. First, I will help you become a Jedi, Nomi Sunrider. Okay, 3D. There's the jump beacon. Get ready to kick in the hyperdrive. Before the development of hyperspace travel, star systems lived in great isolation from one another. Millions of civilizations rose and fell without ever learning of each other's existence.
The hyperdrive tells me it's ready, Master Ander.
In that far-gone time, hyperspace travel was only a theory in the minds of a few advanced thinkers. Then, about 20,000 years before Ander and Nomi's day, faster-than-light drives were invented. Overnight, a great dimension outside ordinary time and space was opened to anyone willing to take the dangerous leap into the unknown. Those ancient explorers of hyperspace erected beacons between the stars and the jump coordinates that were known to be safe and reliable. Ander Sunrider and his family live in an era where these safe points are still widely used. A time when complex spaceports had grown up at many of the jump gates to house and service the ever-expanding transgalactic traffic. One of these flourishing hyperspace terminals is located near the Stennis system on the rim of the galaxy. The Stennis system is on the mining frontier. The scum of the galaxy pass through this station, on their way to stealing mining rights from their Nessies.
What a dreadful place.
Dreadful, indeed. The new visitors immediately become the object of scrutiny by certain unsavory elements who roost in the spaceport.
Hey boss, see that Jedi with a woman and kid? I heard him talking about some Adagan crystals he's carrying. Adagan crystals. I have a client who'll pay me a grand sum for those pretties. Get them good. But watch out. He's a Jedi.
Don't worry, boss. I've faced a couple of Jedi in my time. I learned a thing or two.
Oh, good. Here comes 3D with the food. Little Vima's famished.
Our ship will clear through the customs in about 20 minutes. Let's eat quickly. I'm anxious to find Master Thawne.
I hope the child finds this food edible, Mistress Nomi. No one would tell me what's in it.
I'm sure it will be fine, 3D, unless it's Stennis lizard pie.
Oh dear, that's probably what...
Hey! Watch where you're going, droid!
As Ander's multi-talented service droid brings nourishment, the gangsters make their move.
Really, there was no need for that, sir. My senses tell me you purposely deviated from your path.
You calling my friend a liar, droid? Blast him, Quanto! Space junk shouldn't talk back to flesh and blood.
Sit tight, Nomi. These thugs are going to harm 3D. I've got to take care of this. Let go of that droid. He didn't do anything to you.
Oh yeah? Who says?
Knowing how difficult it can be to take anything from a Jedi, two of the Hutt's ugly henchmen, Quanto and Rek, stage a diversion. While Goob, mastermind of the scheme, prepares to unleash his pet Gormworm, "Put down that blaster, or I'll cut it in half." "Master Ander, behind you!"
Okay, Scritch. Time to load your poison sacks. Get him! Squirrel!
They say a Jedi can sense a clandestine attacker through the Force.
Nomi! Help me!
But sometimes a Jedi has not completed his training. Sometimes a Jedi makes foolish mistakes. Sometimes those mistakes can cost a Jedi his life.
Ander! He's dead! You killed my husband!
Come on, lady. Just hand over the crystals. Then you can give him a decent burial in space, like a Jedi deserves.
Get up. If you give us the crystals, maybe the Hutt won't make you slave on his sail barge.
Ander! Daddy!
Nami Sunrider does not hear the threats of the gangster as the spirit form of her Jedi husband speaks to her from the luminous beyond. "Don't weep for me, Nami. This is not the time for tears. Take my lightsaber. Use it to protect yourself. The Force is with you." Her mind suddenly stilled by the sight of Ander's luminous form, Nami instinctively reaches for the lightsaber. As the lightsaber ignites, she hears Ander's voice whispering instruction. "Feel the Force, Nami. Let flow into your arms." Yes, the Force is there, stronger than she's ever felt it before, flowing around her and through her, filling her with strength and conviction.
Look at the way she's holding that lightsaber, good. Think maybe she's a Jedi?
Jedi or not, she's dead. Like her Jedi husband, if she don't give us the crystals. She's no Jedi. Come on, lady. You got a millisecond to lay down the lightsaber, or you and the little kid are bantha fodder.
Nami Sunrider, Force-sensitive since she was a child, has long resisted her husband's suggestion that she take up the Jedi training, but now her fear dissolves utterly as she listens to her husband's final words. "The Force is strong in you, Nomi. It always was. It always will be. Protect yourself. Save our daughter."
Shone!
She have Quanto!
The life energy of the Force roars through Nami in a rising wave, guiding her hands in a brutal act of self-defense.
Nyah!
Crawl back to your dark side pit, scum! Tell your Hutt boss I'll do the same to him!
Then, as suddenly as it began, the reality of what was transpired comes crashing in on Nami Sunrider.
Oh, what have I done? You saved us, ma'am. You were marvelous. I suggest that we all return to the ship and leave this place at once. Mama? Andrew, they've killed you.
Nomi, hear me. It is I, your husband. Our life together is finished, Nomi. It is time to turn your face to the unknown. Go to Master Thon. Take my gift to him. He will show you the direction your life must now take.
I honor your words, Ander. I will do as you say. Is the ship ready, 3D?
Yes, mistress. The light side explorer informs me that it is fueled and ready, but the Navi computer is anxious. It wants to know our exact destination. Ander said the Force would guide him to Master Thorn's world. The Force will do the same for us. Hold little Vima tight, 3D. Benumbed by the violence that has turned her life inside out, assailed by fear and loneliness, Nomi Sunrider struggles to keep herself attuned to the Force. Not surprisingly, Master Thon's distant presence stands out like an invisible beacon against the infinite starfield. Homing in on that hidden brightness, Nomi travels down into the Stennis system, coming at last to a great ringed world. This is it, 3D. I know it. This is where we'll find Master Thon. For our sake, I hope you're right, Mistress Nomi. In the wind of this strange world, there is dread mixed with hope. This place is so bleak. Can such a dismal world be the home of a great Jedi Master? Mistress, if I trek with you across that dry waste, my joints will seize. You'll have to abandon me to corrosion and metal-eating predators, a terrible fate for a droid. Yes, take care of the ship, 3D. I'll be back in a little while, after I've given Ander's gift to Master Thon. Then we will return to our home world. Setting out with her daughter in her arms, Nomi feels her old life begin to close like an iron gate behind her. Passing a steaming lake, she hears voices. Voices that tell her to turn back before it is too late. Something awful lies ahead, say the voices. You will regret everything if you continue. There's another voice, not the voice of her husband, but a voice like silence, a voice within. Do not listen to the power of the dark side, it says. Nomi Sunrider trudges on, and the gate of the past shuts behind her. The morning wind merges with the sound of a horn blowing from way off. Strange galloping creatures appear, answering the distant call with hooting cries. The inner voice seems to say, follow the creatures, follow their tracks. That is the way to Master Thon. Nami's past is rapidly becoming a vanishing mirage. The future is yet unknown, filled with mysterious imagings. Obeying her instinct, Nomi Sunrider walks on. And suddenly, the future takes form. House, Mama? A man appears riding a strange beast. She knows at once that this man is a Jedi. Come to the house. I have food for you and the child. Thank you. In Nami's heart, there's a feeling of something opening, a certain lightness, hope. Meanwhile, the Hutt and his henchmen have followed the light side explorer, hoping to get another chance at the treasures. Poor 3D is about to receive unwelcome visitors.
Nima Futa, land the sail barge. I want my Adegan crystals. I'll get those crystals for you, boss, and a couple of slaves to boot. Me and the boys will peel open that ship like a can of Nerf gizzards. Swoom!
Oh dear!
Ni chola te nag! Zat!
Start taking apart the ship, boys. Get those Deegan crystals on board. We're gonna find them.
At that moment, far across the Ambrian wastes, a Jedi Knight sets food before his bestial companion, and hears the terrible tale of his guest. One of them had a venomous pet. It attacked Ander from behind. Before I knew what was happening, my husband was dead. I don't understand. He was always so strong. He told me the Force protects a Jedi. The protection of the Force is a matter of attention. A Jedi can be undone if his attention is drawn away from his attacker. Over the centuries, some opponents of the Jedi have learned to exploit this vulnerability. What happened next, ma'am? Something came over me. I felt great strength. I picked up Anders' lightsaber. That's when I killed 2 of the murderers. Afterward, there was nothing to do but obey Anders' command to allow the Force to guide me. Here, I'm looking for someone. My husband was supposed to meet him, a Jedi. I am a Jedi. I felt your husband's death. I knew who you were when you came over the hill. Then I must give you his gifts. He said you would be grateful to receive them. A Deacon crystals. Anders said they make the best lightsabers.
Karoo! Karoo!
Listen, something's attacking the herd. Someone of evil intent is in the compound. As the Jedi emerges from his humble house, he finds a hut and his lackeys hard at work.
No chocula. We'll feast on stega meat tonight.
Hut worm! Haven't you got enough evil wealth? Do you have to steal my herd too?
Nicha, Jedi!
The hut's henchmen are quick to reply with the Jedi's challenge with their blasters.
To score, Kulta Jedi!
I wouldn't bet on that. The hut's enforcer strikes with blind rage. But as light slashes Ulic-Qel flesh, the Jedi goes down. They're going to kill him, just like they killed Ander.
Finish him good. Soon I'll have those pretty crystals.
You got it, boss! Wherever assassins gather to drink, I'll be known as Good the Jedi Killer!
But the Jedi's beast friend is not about to stand and watch him die.
Need a chaza.
I knew I should have brought Scritch with me!
With the unstoppable power of a storm, the great creature brings a quick end to the conflict.
This ain't real! The beast is throwing off some kind of force field!
Vuta Yadi. Get on the ship. This is not a power we can fight.
Thank you, Master. You have once again demonstrated that a lightsaber is not the only way to win a fight. Why do you call this creature Master? Because he is Master Thon, a very advanced Jedi. It is not I, but he who will be your teacher in the ways of the Force. So begins the saga of Nomi Sunrider and her daughter Vima, who will both become great Jedi under the tutelage of Master Thorn. Thank you all for tuning in. We invite you to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell to get notified about our next video. Until the Infernal Brotherhood convenes again, my fellow scruffy-looking Nerf herders, may the Force be with you.